Welcome to Frank Bruno Law. I am Frank Bruno. No smile before the camera started. Smile right away when the camera started. I'm Frank Bruno. I'm an elder law and probate attorney in New York. Today's topic. I spoke to an elderly woman and she told me that she had attempted to rent an apartment and she was denied the apartment. She attributed that to elder discrimination. She thought that the landlord did not rent to her because of her age. She was a relatively young woman. She herself was 65 years old. And I listened to her and we engaged in a conversation, and I could not really hear the fact pattern that would make this an actionable claim. So just to give some insight into this scenario, there's a Federal Housing Act, and believe it or not, the Federal Housing Act does not have age as a protected class. They do have family status, so you can't rent to someone, you can't choose to not rent to someone based on being single or married or children or no children. And if I understand it properly, they sometimes use that for ageism. New York State does have discrimination against the elderly, age as a protected class. So in New York, it is actionable if someone, a landlord, chooses not to rent to you based on your age. Now, if they give any other neutral reason, they're probably protected. So if you're 85 years old and you have income, monthly income and references, and you seem that you could otherwise be a good tenant, a landlord could rent you. Now, if they say, the landlord says, we don't want to rent you because of your age and we're concerned that you might need the assistance of someone else, in New York, that's not a legitimate reason not to rent. But if in fact they say, and they probably won't even give you these reasons, but if they rent to someone else that has more income, higher salary, and better references, well, they're allowed to go with the other person. They don't even have to give you a reason why they're not renting to you. If in New York State you believe that you have been discriminated against based on your age, you can call 311. You can go to the New York State Human Rights Commission. You can also file a claim with the New York State Attorney General. If you need any assistance in this area, I don't actually file this type of case, but I could work through some of the issues with you and refer you either to an agency or a civil, say like a legal aid for this, an association that could help you file a claim. Thank you very much for your time. Be well. If you need me, Frank at Frank Bruno Law.